Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Giants ready to go now on offense. And under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 3rd play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Jones. Campbell making the catch. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Not a productive opening drive, 3 and out, and more struggles for a team really that hasn't won a game in a long time.
It can be really discouraging for everyone else on the team, especially the guys on the other side of the ball that have to trot out there and see a little more futility in this losing streak. So I know coaches who look at these situations and say to themselves, let's be aggressive. Let's go for it right here and try and turn our fortune around.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
The second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
He finds Robinson, and he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Howell to throw.
And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Washington. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Robinson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
So if they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Throwing, Jones.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2.
They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
And the Commanders first down.
Here's Howell.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20.
Touchdown, Washington. Bo Melton.
Touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The extra point up and good, and it's now 14-0.
Giants nothing.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. And New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here is Washington now to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I...
And got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Powell out of the shotgun. Slings this deep for McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
It's Howell with another throw. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
So here we go, 4th down, Howell. That is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. Now the Giants are going to get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? That he's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And, you know, they all do. They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Powell now to throw it. And that's caught inside the 35. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal, Washington.
They'll run with Robinson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
And now out come the Giants.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Back to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Again, it's Barkley. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Buying time to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack.
At the 41-yard line.
After the sack on first down, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Here we go. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Jones, a throw completed to Hyatt.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
And plays like that lead me to believe. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out.
And the Giants have cut it back within a score.
Extra point try good by Gano. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Here's Antonio Gibson. This taken in right around the goal line. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive.
He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2.
That one downfield for Dotson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Fourth down, Howell. That is caught. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And once more, Howell back to the air.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Howell.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Now Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Another throw for Howell.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson.
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Howell to throw on second down.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing here, Howell. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 71 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. He's tough to contain. Man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for a second straight play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there. And that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Robinson with another carry. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And the Commanders' first down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Commanders.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. 2nd down and 8. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 10 yards there, good for Washington first down. Robinson up the middle.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. On the give, here's Robinson.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
This is caught. A gain of 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
New York set to take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here to Waller.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Jones.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Operating from the gun, Jones.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Brissett going to move him around here.
Hey, off. Lefty. Middle. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Brissett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Hey, no, check.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Too long, a coverage sack, down he goes. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0.